Mid-South. Picture this. That oppressive summer heat hitting, and all you can think about is creating that perfect pocket of cool
Yeah.
in your backyard.
Yeah,
Or maybe you're a local business owner watching potential patrons choose the air-conditioned place down the street because your patio feels like an oven. We've all been there, right?
definitely.
Well, what if there was a way to see those needs, your customers' needs, before anyone even searches for a solution?
Hmm.
Today, we're plunging into the intriguing world of how artificial intelligence can anticipate those very desires.
Exactly. We're taking a close look at an AI-driven early engagement strategy designed for Parasol awnings right here in our region. Our goal isn't just to understand how AI can find people already looking for awnings, but to uncover how it can pinpoint those who will need them, often before the thought even fully forms.
And the roadmap for this exploration is a fascinating strategy document detailing how Parasol awnings can leverage AI for this proactive approach. It's a deep dive, if you will, into some really cutting-edge marketing techniques.
Yeah, it really is.
So get ready for some surprising insights into how AI can detect subtle shifts in people's lives and environments, identify key local voices that shape opinions, generate content that sparks a need you didn't even know you had, and ultimately position Parasol awnings as the go-to solution, often before you even type a single word into a search engine.
So let's start at the beginning. Where does this early indication of need actually appear before someone actively searches for a product like an awning? The strategy document highlights the concept of pre-search intent signals, and it's quite remarkable how AI is becoming adept at recognizing these faint whispers of future demand.
Absolutely. And one of the clearest places we see these early signals is around significant life changes and shifts in ownership. Think about it, buying a new home or opening a new business sets off a chain reaction of immediate needs and potential upgrades.
Precisely. The document points out that new homeowners, for instance, are statistically more likely to invest in home improvements within their first year. This presents a prime window to introduce solutions like awnings. AI can tap into this by aggregating publicly available new mover data, such as home sale records and utility hookup information. But here's where it gets really interesting. Imagine AI using natural language processing, basically, a sophisticated way for computers to understand human language,
Right.
to analyze social media posts. It could identify a post like, just moved to Memphis and the afternoon sun in the backyard is brutal.
Okay, yeah.
While not explicitly asking for awnings, the sentiment and context clearly point to a future need for shade.
That's a much more nuanced approach than just looking for keywords like awning. And it's not just new homeowners, is it? What about new businesses setting up shop?
Exactly. The strategy outlines how AI can monitor new business license filings and even city permit data. Consider a new restaurant applying for a permit for an outdoor seating area.
Hmm.
While the permit doesn't mention awnings, the very act of planning an outdoor space strongly suggests a future need for shade solutions to ensure customer comfort. There are resources out there that talk about the predictive power of this kind of data.
Okay, so major transitions are one indicator. What other less obvious clues can AI pick up on?
Another fascinating category is seasonal and weather-related triggers. It's intuitive when you think about it. The desire for shade isn't constant. It's heavily influenced by the weather.
Sure is.
And AI can detect these shifts before the peak demand hits.
Right, that first stretch of sweltering heat in late spring or early summer really makes you think about finding some relief.
And AI can connect to real-time weather APIs, essentially feeds of live weather data to identify specific temperature thresholds or patterns. The document gives an example of the first day Memphis reaches 90 degrees.
Yeah.
This could automatically trigger relevant content or targeted ads from Parasol, preemptively offering solutions to beat the heat. Think of it like retailers strategically placing cold drinks near the checkout on a hot day, but done digitally and based on real-time conditions. We've seen similar tactics used effectively in other industries, too.
Oh, that's a smart parallel. So if the forecast predicts a sustained period with the heat index soaring above 105 in July, AI could proactively push out content about making your Memphis backyard livable again, naturally featuring awnings as a key component.
Precisely. And it goes beyond just heat. The strategy also notes that storm data, such as reports of significant hailstorms in a specific area, can immediately signal a need for awning repair or replacement.
Right. Damage.
Yeah. And interestingly, some reports show a noticeable conversion lift, maybe around 11% or so, for businesses using these weather-triggered campaigns. It really highlights the tangible impact of being proactive.
That's a compelling statistic.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered life events and weather patterns. What other subtle indicators can AI uncover?
The third important area is the realm of social signals of intent. People often discuss their needs, frustrations, and desires on social media platforms long before they ever initiate a formal search for a product.
Oh, yeah.
Someone might post in a local Facebook group, "Anyone have good ideas for shading a west-facing deck?"
I see those kinds of posts all the time in my neighborhood groups. Absolutely.
And AI-powered social listening tools, things like Phantom Buster, can monitor real-time conversations across various online platforms for these expressions of need. The document explains how an AI agent can be trained to scan local Twitter or Nextdoor feeds for relevant keywords like shade, patio, or even complaints about sunburn,
Hmm.
and then use that natural language processing to understand the underlying intent. Is it just someone venting, or are they actively seeking
That
solutions?
level of contextual understanding is key. So if someone tweets, planning an outdoor wedding reception this fall, really need to figure out the shade situation, that's a strong indication of potential interest.
Exactly. And what's even more powerful is the ability to combine this social listening with tools like ChatGPT to generate a daily summary of awning-related conversations happening in the target area. This gives Parasol a really timely and proactive opportunity to reach out with relevant information or helpful resources.
So AI is essentially acting as a digital scout, identifying potential needs in the early stages. What's the final piece of this pre-search puzzle?
The last piece involves recognizing planning activities and offline cues that might indicate a future need for awnings. Not all intent is explicitly stated online.
Like someone getting quotes from multiple patio contractors? Is that the kind of thing?
Precisely. Or someone purchasing a new outdoor grill or a patio furniture set. The underlying logic is that these investments in outdoor living often lead to the consideration of shade solutions for greater comfort and usability. The strategy suggests that AI could potentially monitor online home improvement forums or even anonymized point-of-sale data, if available, for related purchases like pergolas or outdoor rugs.
They're already thinking about enhancing their outdoor space. Makes sense.
And this extends to tracking local event plans. Publicly available information like city permits for outdoor festivals or announcements of new breweries opening with planned patios are all data points that AI can easily monitor. By intelligently synthesizing these diverse streams of information, real estate transactions, permit filings, social media discussions, weather patterns, AI can provide a much more holistic and early indication of potential awning demand. The overarching goal, as the document emphasizes, is for Parasol awnings to become a consideration in the customer's mind before they even think to type awnings into a search engine.
Okay, so AI can figure out where this early intent surfaces.
Mm-hmm.
But the strategy also delves into who is shaping those initial decisions. This next section focuses on what it calls micro-influencers. Now, when we typically think of influencers, our minds often jump to social media celebrities with millions of followers, but this is a more localized and niche concept, right?
Exactly. We're talking about influential individuals within specific local communities and professional networks, people whose opinions and recommendations carry weight with potential awning buyers long before they conduct a direct search. The strategy specifically highlights realtors and home advisors as key micro-influencers in this context.
That makes perfect sense. Realtors are often the first point of contact for new homeowners, providing advice on everything from mortgage options to potential renovations and upgrades.
Right. A realtor in Memphis might suggest that adding a stylish porch awning could not only enhance a home's curb appeal, but also improve its energy efficiency, making it a more attractive listing. The AI-powered solution here, according to the document, involves using a tool called SparkToro.
Hmm. Sparktoro.
Yeah, this platform can rapidly identify the websites, social media accounts, and podcasts that a specific target audience, in this case, local homeowners, actually pays attention to online. This kind of intelligence, it can condense what would typically be weeks of manual research into mere minutes. Pretty powerful stuff.
That's a significant advantage. So once Parasol identifies these influential real estate professionals, what's the next step? How do they use that info?
Well, the strategy suggests proactively reaching out to these individuals and offering opportunities for collaboration, such as co-creating valuable content. Imagine Parasol partnering with a popular Memphis realtor to develop a guide to increasing your home value with smart outdoor upgrades, naturally featuring awnings as a key element.
Okay.
This provides the realtor with valuable, shareable content for their clients, while subtly introducing Parasol's offerings early in the homeownership journey.
That's a really strategic approach, providing value rather than just pushing a product. What's the next category of these micro-influencers? Who else matters here?
The next critical group comprises patio designers and contractors. These are the professionals who are directly involved in planning and executing outdoor living space projects.
Right.
So their recommendations often carry significant weight when it comes to features like shade solutions.
They're the ones who might advise a homeowner to really maximize the enjoyment of this new patio. You should consider an awning, that sort of thing.
Precisely. And the AI-driven solution here involves leveraging platforms like LinkedIn in conjunction with a tool like Phantom Buster again. Phantom Buster can automate the process of scraping lists of patio designers and contractors operating in the Memphis metro area from LinkedIn, and then enrich that data by finding publicly available contact info and social profiles.
So Parasol ends up with a targeted list of local professionals in the outdoor design and construction space. What happens then? How do they reach out?
This enabled highly personalized outreach campaigns powered by AI. ChatGPT can be used to draft tailored messages, perhaps LinkedIn connection requests, or direct emails that reference a contractor's recent projects, which are often easy to find online.
Okay, makes it feel less like a cold call.
Exactly. The proposed partnership could involve Parasol offering custom shade renderings to complement their designs or providing special pricing for their clients. And Phantom Buster can even automate this initial personalized LinkedIn outreach, saving significant time and effort.
That's incredibly efficient. And I would imagine AI can also play a role in nurturing those relationships over time, keeping that connection warm.
Absolutely. AI can manage follow-up communications, sending reminders about the partnership, sharing relevant case studies of successful awning installations, and generally ensuring that Parasol remains top of mind for these key professionals. This helps build a network of advocates who are organically integrating awnings into their client recommendations.
Okay, so we've talked about realtors and contractors. Who else falls into this category of influential local voices?
The third important group includes local lifestyle bloggers and community figures. Think about popular Memphis-based lifestyle bloggers, home decor enthusiasts on Instagram. The strategy even mentions @Carmion Hamilton as an example of a visually influential local voice.
Oh yeah, I know her work.
And the administrators of active neighborhood Facebook groups. These individuals often have a strong rapport and significant influence within their respective communities.
Right. If a well-respected local blogger writes a post about their favorite ways to beat the Memphis summer heat and features a stylish awning, their followers are likely to take notice. That carries weight.
Exactly. The AI solution in this case involves using Spark Toro and social listening again to identify these relevant bloggers and community voices. It might even uncover unexpected influencers, such as a local food blogger who frequently reviews restaurant patios and consistently mentions the comfort provided by shaded outdoor seating.
Interesting angle.
Once these individuals are identified, AI can assist in crafting personalized outreach. ChatGPT can draft emails offering exclusive interviews with Parasol's design team or access to augmented reality tools that allow their audience to visualize awnings on their own homes, providing them with unique and engaging content to share. And again, Phantom Buster can automate that initial contact and track engagement.
And the automation can extend beyond just the initial contact, right? Like managing the relationship.
It can indeed. The strategy suggests implementing an AI-driven CRM system. When a new influencer is identified and added to the system, an automated sequence of communications tailored by AI can be triggered. This might include an initial introduction, follow-up emails with relevant content ideas, and even automated reminders to check in periodically. The cumulative effect of these seemingly small engagements with numerous micro-influencers can be substantial in shaping consumer awareness and preference before any direct search for awning solutions occurs.
It sounds like AI is not only adept at identifying these key influencers, but also at facilitating and managing those crucial relationships in a scalable way. It's not just finding them, it's working with them.
Precisely. AI can even monitor their publicly shared content and proactively suggest relevant awning-related ideas or information in response to their posts. It can also analyze their content style and suggest the types of collaborations or content formats they might be most receptive to. The underlying principle is to use AI to efficiently find, engage, and nurture these local voices so that Parasol Awnings becomes a familiar and trusted name within relevant community circles.
So AI can help identify potential customers early and connect with the people who influence them. But how can AI actually generate that initial spark of interest before someone even actively considers buying an awning? That's the focus of our next area, right? Creating that inbound pull.
Exactly. It's about proactively creating awareness and educating potential customers on the benefits of shade solutions before they even realize they have a problem that an awning can solve. The strategy emphasizes the creation of valuable educational content using AI writing tools like ChatGPT.
Can you give us some specific examples of what this pre-awareness content might look like? What are we talking about here?
Sure. Think about lifestyle-oriented articles or short videos focused on the challenges of the Mid-South summer heat. Titles like 5 Simple Ways to Make Your Memphis Patio Enjoyable All Summer Long, or Outdoor Upgrades Every Southern Homeowner Should Consider.
Okay, so helpful stuff.
Right. While not explicitly focused on awnings, these pieces can naturally highlight shade as a key component of outdoor comfort and usability. For commercial audiences, AI can help generate content focused on the bottom line, such as the ROI of shade, how comfortable outdoor seating can boost your restaurant's revenue.
So it's about providing helpful information that subtly positions awnings as a logical solution within a broader context. And the document mentions the importance of backing up these claims with data. Can't just be talk.
Absolutely. For instance, highlighting research that shows how shaded outdoor seating areas tend to attract and retain customers, or citing data on how window awnings can significantly reduce interior heat gain, some sources say by 65–77%.
Wow, that's significant.
It is. This adds credibility and reinforces the value proposition. AI can even generate simple visuals like infographics or charts to illustrate these benefits more effectively. This content is then strategically distributed through social media channels and email newsletters to reach potential customers in the early stages of their awareness journey.
Okay, so creating helpful content is one piece of the puzzle. What's another AI-powered workflow for generating this early interest? How else can they do it?
The next key workflow involves setting up signal-triggered outreach sequences. This is where AI connects the early intent signals we discussed earlier, like new movers or business permits, directly to automated email and LinkedIn outreach campaigns.
Ah, okay. So if AI detects that a new business has just filed for a permit for an outdoor patio, what happens?
Exactly. An automated sequence can be triggered. Perhaps on day one, a welcoming email congratulating them on their new venture and offering a complimentary consultation on optimizing their outdoor space for customer comfort. On day 3, maybe a LinkedIn connection request from a Parasol representative with a brief note highlighting their expertise in commercial shade solutions.
Okay.
And on day 7, a follow-up email with a personalized digital mock-up showcasing how an awning could enhance their storefront's appeal and functionality. It's a very targeted and timely approach, delivering relevant information precisely when the new business owner is likely considering these aspects.
And the same principle can be applied to those homeowner signals, like someone recently moving into a new home or obtaining a renovation permit. Same idea.
Precisely. An automated drip campaign could be initiated, starting with a helpful resource like 10 tips for making the most of your new home's backyard, subtly mentioning the benefits of shade.
Sneaky but helpful.
Right. Followed by an invitation for a free, no-obligation design consultation for their outdoor space. The beauty of this system is that AI handles the sending and can even adapt the messaging based on the recipient's engagement. If they click on a link in the first email about energy savings, subsequent emails might delve deeper into that specific benefit.
Dynamic content.
Exactly. It's a very hands-off way to deliver highly relevant information at exactly the moment it's most likely to resonate.
That's a far cry from generic mass advertising. What's the final AI-driven approach to generating inbound interest early on? There's one more, right?
The last crucial piece is predictive audience modeling. This goes beyond simply reacting to identified signals and involves proactively predicting who is most likely to need shade solutions in the near future. This is where AI builds a sophisticated predictive model, assigning a likelihood score to potential customers.
How does the predictive model work? What kind of data does the AI analyze? What goes into it?
The AI is trained on a wide range of data. We're talking information about Parasol's past customers, regional demographic data like average home age and size, the prevalence of features like decks or pools in specific neighborhoods.
Which you can sometimes tell from satellite images.
Sometimes, yeah, or inferred from other data. Also, the density of tree cover in an area, the types of local businesses, and even how individuals are interacting with Parasol's pre-awareness content. Tools like predictive sales AI or PSAI, which seem effective for home services, can integrate these diverse data points to identify and score potential leads.
So it can essentially pinpoint specific types of properties or businesses in certain geographic areas as having a higher propensity to need awnings, like this neighborhood looks promising.
Exactly. The document provides an illustrative example of the AI flagging mid-range homes in established East Memphis neighborhoods built in the mid-20th century that have recently been sold and appear to have sun-exposed backyard patios based on publicly available imagery. The AI can also learn from observed behavior. For instance, if a significant number of people in a particular ZIP code download a guide on patio pooling solutions, that area's predictive score might increase.
Learns as it goes.
Yeah, it's analogous to how roofing companies might use AI to identify areas with a high number of insurance claims after a hailstorm, or how home contractors might prioritize leads based on predicted purchase likelihood.
So Parasol essentially gets a prioritized list of high potential prospects on a regular basis, like a hot list.
Precisely. And this enables very targeted and proactive outreach efforts, allowing Parasol to focus their marketing spend and personnel on the individuals and businesses most likely to be in the market for their solutions, even before those prospects themselves have fully articulated that need. It's about reaching the right people with the right message at the very beginning of their decision-making process.
Okay, so AI can identify who might be interested and help generate that initial interest. But where can AI actually place Parasol in front of these potential buyers before they even initiate a search? That's our next area of focus, getting seen early.
Right. This is all about maximizing visibility on highly targeted visual and local online channels, as well as ensuring that Parasol's content is optimized for early-stage engagement. The strategy emphasizes the importance of platforms like Nextdoor, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and local community email newsletters.
Nextdoor seems like a particularly valuable platform for reaching local homeowners in a specific geographic area. Hear a lot about that.
It is indeed. The document highlights that, roughly 1 in 3 U.S. households are active on Nextdoor, with a significant presence right here in the Mid-South. Parasol can leverage Nextdoor's geo-targeting capabilities to deliver ads and sponsored posts directly to homeowners in specific neighborhoods, even down to very granular levels before they start searching for shade solutions.
Okay.
The messaging could focus on the benefits of creating a cooler outdoor living space during the hot summer months. And with a high percentage of Nextdoor users being key household decision makers, something like 90%, it's a powerful channel for building early awareness.
What about those short-form video platforms that are so popular right now? Reels, Shorts, all that.
Yeah, platforms like Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts offer a fantastic opportunity to visually demonstrate the experience of having an awning rather than just showcasing the product itself. Think about short, engaging videos, maybe a time-lapse showing a sunny patio transforming into a comfortably shaded area with an awning.
Oh, nice.
Or a brief clip of a family happily enjoying lemonade in their backyard under the cool shade. Aspirational stuff. AI-powered video creation and optimization tools like Lumen 5 and NVIDIA can help Parasol quickly produce and tailor this kind of content.
So AI helps make the videos too.
It can, yeah. The key is to create content that resonates visually and then rely on the platform's algorithms, guided by Parasol's targeting parameters, to get those videos in front of local users who have shown an interest in home improvement, outdoor living, or related topics.
And beyond social media, what other hyper-local channels can be effective for this early-stage visibility? Where else can they show up?
Sponsoring local community email newsletters, such as those sent out by neighborhood associations or popular local lifestyle publications like I Love Memphis, can be another highly effective way to reach a targeted audience within a trusted local context. These newsletters often have a very engaged readership. AI can even assist in identifying relevant local newsletters by scraping online directories and analyzing their audience demographics. The sponsored content could take the form of helpful articles or advertorials focused on summer outdoor living tips, naturally featuring awnings as a key solution.
So it's about strategically embedding Parasol's message within the digital spaces where their target audience is already congregating and consuming local information. Makes sense. What's another innovative way AI can place Parasol visually in front of potential buyers early on?
This next tactic is particularly compelling. Leveraging AI to generate visual mockups and augmented reality AR previews. The idea is to allow potential customers to see what an awning would actually look like on their own home or business, making the abstract concept of shade a tangible and desirable feature.
That's a much more impactful way to connect with people than just showing generic products photos. How does AI facilitate this? How does that work?
Well, there are now AI-powered visualization tools available that can take a photograph of a property and digitally render it with different awning styles and colors.
Yeah.
The document mentions examples like home design AI and remodel AI, which use artificial intelligence to reimagine home exteriors. Parasol could run a campaign with a call to action like, "See your patio transformed," upload a photo, and instantly visualize it with a stylish awning. This could drive traffic to a dedicated landing page featuring one of these AI-powered tools.
That's a really engaging way to get people to interact with the brand and start imagining the possibilities.
Hmm.
And even without a fully integrated AI tool, there are simpler ways to leverage this concept, right? You don't need the fanciest tech always.
Absolutely. Parasol could run a social media contest, asking people to submit photos of their patios for a chance to win a free AI-generated mock-up showing how an awning could enhance their space. Sharing these before and after images in local online groups can be incredibly inspiring and generate significant interest within the community before people actively start searching for awning providers.
Yeah, people love before and afters.
Definitely. For commercial clients, including a personalized storefront mock-up with a proposed awning in an initial outreach email can be a very effective way to grab their attention and illustrate the potential impact. It's all about making the solution visually concrete and leveraging the see it to believe it principle.
So it's tapping into the power of visual persuasion. What's the final piece of this strategy for proactively placing Parasol in front of potential customers? Getting the ads right.
The final piece focuses on AI-optimized ad targeting and timing. It's not just about where Parasol's ads appear, but also when they appear and how often. AI-driven advertising platforms can analyze vast amounts of data to dynamically adjust ad placements and delivery schedules in real time based on performance. For example, if a particular video ad is seeing the highest engagement rates in the evenings, AI will automatically allocate more of the advertising budget to showing that ad during those peak hours. Similarly, different geographic areas or demographic groups might respond more favorably to different ad creatives or messaging, and AI can continuously optimize these elements accordingly. There are tools like Enhancer mentioned that can do this kind of rapid adjustment.
That makes perfect sense, tailoring the message and the timing to maximize impact, not wasting impressions.
Exactly. And then there's the concept of dynamic creative optimization, or DCO. This involves feeding the AI platform multiple versions of ad elements, different headlines, images, and calls to action that are aligned with the early stage emotions and needs we discussed earlier. The AI then intelligently mixes and matches these elements to determine which combinations resonate most effectively with different segments of the pre-aware audience.
So the AI figures out the best ad combo.
Essentially, yes. If an Instagram reel showcasing a before and after patio transformation is getting a high number of saves and shares, AI will recognize this and serve similar content more frequently. This also includes retargeting users based on their previous interactions. For example, someone who watched a significant portion of a YouTube short about patio cooling might then be shown a more in-depth educational post.
Following up intelligently.
Right. And even location-based targeting, or geofencing, can be enhanced with AI to reach attendees of local outdoor events with relevant messaging afterwards. It's all about creating a smart, AI-powered surround sound presence that subtly introduces Parasol solutions before the potential customer even thinks to search.
Okay, so we've explored how AI can help Parasol identify, connect with, and reach potential customers early in their journey. Now let's talk about the message itself, the actual words and stories. What kind of narratives are most effective at capturing attention and generating interest before someone is actively searching for awnings?
Yeah, this is where the art of storytelling meets the science of AI. When you're engaging with potential customers in this pre-awareness phase, you need to focus on relatable stories and tap into their underlying emotions, rather than launching straight into product features and specifications. The strategy emphasizes selling the feeling and the ultimate outcome that an awning provides.
Can you give us some specific examples of these emotionally resonant narratives? What does that sound like?
Absolutely. For homeowners, the core desires often revolve around comfort and pride in their home. So instead of a direct product pitch, a narrative could focus on summer comfort with a tagline like, "Transform your patio into a cool and inviting oasis, no more battling the relentless sun." Another effective angle is hosting and togetherness. Imagine hosting the perfect backyard barbecue, even in the peak of summer, with your guests comfortably shaded. You could even tap into curb appeal and pride, enhance your home's beauty, and potentially increase its value with a stylish and functional awning.
Right, those hit home. And for businesses,
For business owners, the focus might shift to customer experience and revenue. Create a welcoming and comfortable outdoor space for your customers, rain or shine, and watch your business thrive. Data often shows that comfortable outdoor environments really do enhance the customer experience.
so it's about connecting with their aspirations and pain points on an emotional level, painting a picture of the desired outcome. How can AI help in determining which of these narratives will be most effective with different audiences? How do they pick the right story?
This is where AI-driven micro-audience testing becomes invaluable. You can test different narrative approaches on small, carefully defined segments of your target audience simultaneously. For instance, you might run separate campaigns with distinct early-stage hooks. One focusing on creating your summer oasis, another on boosting your home's curb appeal, and maybe a third on unlocking your outdoor business potential.
Testing different angles.
Exactly. AI-powered advertising platforms, including specialized tools like AdCreative.ai, allow you to quickly and affordably test various combinations of visuals and messaging to see what resonates most strongly with different micro-audiences. Other platforms also focus on this kind of speed and cost-effectiveness for testing.
That sounds like a much more data-driven way to refine your messaging than relying on guesswork or just, gut feeling.
It really is. You might discover that the summer oasis narrative resonates particularly well with families in suburban neighborhoods during the spring, while the curb appeal angle gains more traction with empty nesters in the early summer. For businesses, you might find that stories emphasizing improved customer experience outperform those focusing solely on energy savings.
Interesting.
AI can even analyze the sentiment of comments and reactions to these different narratives to provide deeper insights into the emotional responses they evoke. It's all about using data to identify the narratives that truly connect with your target audience before they even start actively looking for a solution.
So it's not just about the emotional hooks, but also about providing value and establishing expertise, even in these early stages of awareness. Being helpful, not just selling.
Precisely. The goal is to position Parasol as a trusted resource and thought leader, so that when the need for shade eventually arises, they are the natural choice. Think about creating valuable content with titles like Outdoor Living Upgrades that will transform your summer experience within this piece. Awnings can be presented as a key upgrade. Or creating your ultimate summer sanctuary at home, evoking that sense of cool, shaded comfort. Even a simple, engaging social media campaign using a hashtag like #ShadeMadeEasy can subtly introduce the idea of awnings as a convenient and stylish solution.
Yeah, I like that.
For commercial clients, a compelling case study titled From Scorching Patio to Thriving Outdoor Seating, a local restaurant's success story can showcase the real-world benefits. The key is to lead with the positive outcomes and benefits, not the product itself. AI copywriting tools can assist in generating this kind of value-driven content for blog posts, case studies, and social media updates. And AI-powered targeting can ensure that these narratives reach the right micro-audiences based on their demographics, interests, and inferred needs. It all comes back to subtly guiding potential customers to the realization that an awning is the ideal solution, and associating that solution with Parasol awnings.
So, to bring it all together, it sounds like AI offers an incredibly sophisticated and powerful toolkit for parasol awnings to really get ahead in the Mid-South market by understanding and engaging potential customers long before they even think about searching for shade. It's a whole different approach.
Absolutely. The key takeaways are that AI can effectively identify those crucial pre-search intent signals, allowing Parasol to connect with potential buyers at pivotal moments like moving into a new home or planning a new business. It also facilitates the strategic engagement of local micro-influencers to build trust and credibility within the community.
Right, the trust factor.
Furthermore, AI empowers the proactive generation of interest through targeted, value-driven content and timely outreach triggered by specific signals. By strategically positioning themselves on hyperlocal visual platforms and optimizing their ad campaigns with AI-driven insights, Parasol can ensure maximum visibility among their target audience. And finally, crafting emotionally resonant narratives and rigorously testing their effectiveness with AI tools allows Parasol to connect with potential customers on a deeper level, long before a direct product search ever occurs.
So, for you, the listener, this deep dive offers a fascinating look at how businesses are increasingly using the power of artificial intelligence to not just react to consumer demand, but to anticipate it, understand the underlying needs, and connect in meaningful ways long before a search engine query is ever typed. It really underscores the transformative potential of data and intelligent automation in shaping how we discover solutions to our needs. It's pretty mind-blowing, actually.
Yeah, it really makes you consider the broader implications, doesn't it? In an increasingly noisy world, how will businesses continue to refine these pre-search engagement strategies? What will it mean for consumers when AI becomes even more adept at understanding our unspoken needs and offering solutions at precisely the moment they become relevant? It certainly gives you something to think about regarding the future of how we discover and choose the products and services that shape our lives.